What's up guys, today we're going over Destiny 2's new lightsaber in Renegades, the Praxic blade. And in this video we'll be breaking down exactly how this sword works. We will be quickly going over how to unlock it and get some of the upgrades, but this won't be a full in-depth guide on that stuff, mostly about how the sword works and how to use it the most efficiently. This is a great exotic, and I think I'm going to be using it a lot in different builds this season. So I just wanted a video going over all the mechanics, that way I don't have to go through them all in every single follow-up video, because I don't think it's as straightforward as it may seem. So to get this sword, you just do the exotic mission during the campaign, and you will get either a green or blue crystal. Post-campaign, you'll get a exotic questline, and that will give you the opposite color that you did not receive in the campaign. And then you will also get a secondary blade form. And as you scroll through all the crystals, you can kind of see on the bottom, it'll say where you can get them from. A lot of them are going to be secrets or different things in the game. And the same thing, you get the first two forms from the campaign. Third one is in the dungeon. A lot of the blade focuses, like the mods that will increase things like charge rate or impact, are most of them be through the factions. And you just rank up the factions to buy them from like the tables. So for example, right here with Thyrsis Reformation, I can get the impact mod, and at rank 2 you get the first one, rank 4 you get the second, and then rank 6 maybe you get the third. And you can rank up the factions by just donating dark matter to the vendor, or completing jobs or contracts for that faction. And finally we have the cores, which are then be discovered in other places in the game, which will allow you to apply elemental effects. And finally we have the catalysts, which are then be secrets in the exotic mission and the dungeon, and I'm sure there'll be videos covering those eventually. So looking at how this sword works, obviously we just have normal light attacks, which will do a 3 light attack chain like a regular sword, and that is pretty good. But there is a perk on the sword that turns it into kind of lament. That's what it looks like the most to me, where after every 3 rapid light attacks you can press heavy attack to do a heavy melee combo, and it really feels a lot like lament. And the cool thing is the heavy attack at the end of the 3 light attacks does not use ammo at all. So that will greatly increase not only the DPS of this sword, it will also greatly increase your ammo count and your total damage with it by making practically every 4th attack not consume ammo. So definitely be doing that a lot. The one downside is, just like Lament, I think sometimes the hit detection can be kind of weird, but as you get used to it, not too bad. Then we have all the throwing things, which is going to be the heavy attack on the lightsaber. So if you just click heavy attack once, it will go out and do its auto seeking to targets, and once it hits enough targets or is out in the air long enough, it will return to you. But if you want to return it sooner, you just have to click heavy attack again, and it will automatically return to you right then and there. So you can just let it auto seek and take the max flight time, or you can make it return right away. But if you hold down the heavy attack when you use it, it will go in a straight line and do more damage. And in the same way as before, as long as you hold heavy attack, it will keep going straight to the max distance, or once you release, it will come back right away. Those are 2 mechanics you definitely need to be taking advantage of, because it just kind of flying around forever, and having downtime of being able to use it is not great. And the damage increase of holding down the heavy attack is 2x, but once again, it does not track, it just goes in a straight line. So this is obviously going to be better for single target damage or things right in front of you. But then just clicking is going to be better for general act clear. And when you hold down the throw, when it comes back, it will also do a secondary damage. Not as much as the first impact, but not nothing. So in a way, you can use the heavy attacks for DPS, where you hold it down, release it right after it hits the target and comes back, to be able to throw them as fast as possible. And it's not bad, but obviously it's not going to be great for your ammo efficiency. So mainly just use the light heavy combo. And finally, probably the best part of the sword is going to be the blocking. Blocking turns you into a Jedi and will reflect all the bullets that hit you towards the target. So we're turning the passive ability of blocking damage with a sword into an offensive ability at the same time. It's really the best of both worlds, and it does a lot of damage. In the right situation, it's probably out damaging doing light attacks or heavies or really anything else with the sword at the same time also blocking damage. So yeah, the guarding is absolutely wild. I think it's gonna be the main way you want to build your sword, and your build on your character around the sword is pretty strong. Now looking at the forms, first we have balanced form, where rapid final blows will trigger health regeneration and return ammo, and we just get a general increase to red bar enemies. So normally in the fine range, the sword hits for 700. Then with the balanced form, it goes to 778, so roughly like 11%. And then any 3 rapid final blows, either with light attacks or throwing the saber, will give us 2 ammo back. So not that bad, honestly. And the health return on the rapid final blows is kind of like the equivalent of picking up a recuperation orb. It's not a lot, it's not like devouring, but it's better than nothing, and will help keep you alive while playing aggressive. But I think the better option right now is going to be defensive form, where the ammo refund is going to be on blocking, and when you block an attack, you get a damage increase for a short duration. And so you get ammo very fast while blocking with this sword. Just using 1 charge of block will generate like 5-6 ammo, and then when you block damage right after throwing up the block, you'll get a 20% increase for like a second or 2. It's not a long time, but with how often you're going to find yourself blocking with this sword, I think it's going to be the way to go. And finally, the one we don't have yet, offensive form. This will be more about boss damage, where just 3 rapid hits will return ammo and will give you an increased damage to bosses. This will probably be the way to go for single target damage, and the best way to increase the capabilities of the throw itself. So overall, this sword is just so fun and so extremely good. I love these weapons. Are kind of good at everything. You have the light attack into heavy combo for close range damage. Then you have the sword throw for long range DPS and ad clear. Then you have the block, which is just kind of like the best of both, where you just constantly block at all times and you do damage at range. You focus all the damage you're taking towards one target, and it can actually result in like the highest DPS option on the sword. And I think it combos really well with some really good builds, which I'll be making a second video on eventually once I kind of unlock more stuff with the sword, get more of the artifact going. It feels really good with the Getaway Artist Buddy build on Warlock, where you just kind of block at all times, have the multiple buddies do damage while you're blocking and sending the damage back towards targets. And I can see it being really good with something like Stronghold on Titan. So I'll probably make a second video going over the best builds for each character with the sword eventually down the road. But yeah, definitely get this in and use it. It is wild. And then we'll eventually also get the cores, which will allow us to apply some elemental effects with the throw damage. And then finally we'll be getting the traits through the secrets, which will just be kind of like another perk on the sword. And not to mention, the artifact is all about swords and kinetic damage, which this sword is kinetic, so you can take advantage of a lot of these artifact mods. So there's going to be some pretty nasty builds with this sword. Anyways, I think that's be it for the commentary. There'll just be some gameplay left. I'm happy to be back. I plan on uploading a lot this December for Renegades. Starting soon, I think I'm going to be double uploading once I kind of get through the first day or 2 of the DLC and kind of get everything under my belt and get into the rhythm of just farming stuff and uploading. But yeah, like usual, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.